So hello everyone, Grosey here, welcome back. Today we've got another video for the Unhuntables series with Christopher.
Hello.
Hello. Today in this video we're going through 2p's again. We're back to 2p's, so we cycle between 2p's, 5p's and 20p's. What we're looking for, I cannot remember, but just watch the video and I'll show you at the end if you find anything.
I've just remembered I totally haven't covered that in my half of the video.
I know,
so.
I just suddenly realised. Normally, otherwise it would have been hot on my mind, but if we find anything, we'll point it out, or you can go back and watch one of the other 2p ones and we explained on there. Got a couple of things to talk about, some things that we didn't have a chance to on Christopher's part of the video and some other things as well. But I think one thing you had on your list was the Merlin 1 ounce coin and the Merlin commemorative design that's on. I just looked on the website, it says pre-sell, so presumably pre-order.
I think the Merlin 1 ounce bullion coin comes out very soon, so it's the next tranche of coins in the Myths and Legends collection. So previously there's been Robin Hood, Maid Marian and Little John, which were exclusively bullion coins, but for these next three, in the Court of King Arthur, they are proof and BU versions alongside a bullion release as well. So we had King Arthur previously, which I thought was a really nice design, and then Merlin has just come out, and again I think it's another fantastic design. And Morgan Le Fay, Morgana, will be the third one in this tranche of the Myths and Legends collection. Yeah,
no, definitely. I think I've started buying the 1 ounce silver coins, so I'm excited to get another one of those. I tend to get them graded as well.
I was about to say, what do you do with your 1 ounce bullion coins?
The reason is, right, so I don't know if anyone if you've ever bought a 1 ounce silver from the Mint before, but they come literally in a little white, don't think I have.
A little white envelope.
They come in a little white packet, and then literally just the coin is in a little capsule like that. Like you don't even get, like when you buy a silver proof, you get like a little case thing which has your COA and
you know why that is though, right?
Well, because you buy it as like for the metal, not for the actual coin. I realise. Or is that?
So the packaging is very limited because they don't want to add costs. Because they want to get it as close to the metal value.
Of course, but I think it looks much better in an NGC slab than it does in one of those, regardless of the grade. So that's why I've sent them off. I said I don't buy them as an investment.
So what's the cost of a bullion coin plus the grading cost? Could you not just buy the proof version for that cost? That's already in a box?
Potentially. So, the bullion, I think, let's have a look. So to pre-sell or pre-order the...
This is not to say that you shouldn't get your bullion coins graded. If that's what you want to do with your collection, then feel free. But I've never had it. The grading stuff doesn't do anything for me. So in my mind, it's an additional cost which could be put towards having more different coins.
I don't know what the investment tax is or the shipping, but £30.63 for one of them, plus what would be £17 for the grading fee, plus whatever sort of
50 odd quid.
So maybe like 50, 60 to get it graded, and the cost would come down the more you grade as well. So
it's not quite as expensive buying a proof version, but I'm happy with my proof version and my bullion version.
But I don't buy them as an investment. I think for me personally, again, don't take this as investment advice, but for me the silver 1 ounce coins, when you pay all the postage and the tax and all that, for me personally the 1 ounces are not the best way of investing. For me personally, I can't see them being. Probably the price of silver will extortionately spike after I've said that. But I buy them just because I like the sets and I like the bullion coins. But yeah,
that makes sense. There are lots of bullion coins you can buy pre-owned as well, which are in wonderful grades, and you can always contact me about the different bullion coins I've got at my disposal at my occupation.
It's the only, I mean, the 1 ounce silvers are just about probably where I'm at in terms of my ceiling, in terms of where I am in terms of bullion. But no, there are some stunning designs that, as we were saying just before, that the Robin Hood, I think King Arthur and the Little John ones were just bullion only.
It's not Little John, it's Little John.
Little John.
Yeah,
that's what I meant and said.
You said it almost like little was descriptive. That's not the descriptive part of his name, that's part of his name.
Oh, thought it was just John that was little.
Did you not know who Little John was in the tale of Robin Hood?
I've never really watched the tale of Robin Hood, to be fair.
Okay. Add that to the list of people that Grosey doesn't know. Because I was going to say then, if obviously we had 3 coins from the Tale of Robin Hood, we've had 3 coins from the Court of King Arthur. What's the next myth and legend that the series could move on to?
I don't know.
Because what I would like,
no
and
idea.
I know it's still within the Court of King Arthur, but the different Knights of the Round Table I think would be a very cool set to have.
What about, like, what's the film where you've got Richard III in? Richard the Lionheart. Something like that.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Richard the Lionheart was a real person, that's not a myth or a
I know,
legend.
but I thought King Arthur was a real person as well.
No?
Oh. I probably
Yeah, Grosey.
made myself look like a right muppet there.
Did you think Merlin was a real wizard?
No.
He was the Derren Brown of his time. Oh, amazing, Grosey. Your lack of common knowledge.
It's not common
Astounds
knowledge,
me.
it's just very specific knowledge.
Oh, come on. King Arthur is common knowledge for within the UK. I would
There's me
imagine even
thinking.
internationally as
There's
well.
me thinking on the K for King Arthur 10p that it's a real person.
Oh, Grosey, have we shattered your,
I
your
haven't shattered
understanding?
anything. No, but I didn't even realise, but no, I don't know.
Here we go.
Maybe
If even if the viewers haven't learned anything, Grosey's learned something today. Oh, amazing.
no, I don't know, but as I said, I don't even know what to suggest it could have. Just trying to think.
I must admit there aren't
I
any
don't know.
sort of myths and legends that spring to my mind. Maybe it's Jack and the Beanstalk, but again, you're getting into those sort of fairy tales. I don't know if they're the what are they called? They wrote all the fairy tales. The Brothers Grimm or something, and they are Germanic, I think. So they're not exactly quintessentially British, although we tell them to all our children, other than Grosey apparently. But yeah, I think I can't think of any sort of myth and legend that has the same sort of cultural impact as King Arthur and Robin Hood have. I'm sure plenty of people in the comments will come out with all these sorts of things, and I will go, oh yeah, of course, that'd be a great idea. But
Yeah, no,
I will
definitely.
wait to see what people say.
No, of course. I said I like the sets there. I think, especially on I think the good thing about those bullion coins is that I think they're the same size as £5 coins as well. That you do get so much detail in the designs, and intricate detail where they're such big coins. But yeah,
What do
no,
you think is more impressive then, a big coin with lots of detail, or a tiny coin that's impressive how much detail they've got on it?
Well, it's a good question. I think they're both impressive in their own ways. I think certainly from a bigger coin, you then have to have almost a better design to actually make it as good, if that makes sense, because you get so much detail.
I guess because you can see more with your naked eye, whereas a tiny coin you
course.
have to get magnification or...
Yeah, but no, I think there are plenty of small coins that have a lot of detailed designs on them. But I generally would say I prefer bigger coins than small coins, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just me, just my preference. But yeah, no, that's exciting. What we were also going to talk about was what we briefly mentioned. I can't remember if we've actually ever mentioned it on the podcast before.
I think we have done, but there was but politics were quite a bit in flux at the time, so it seemed
everything was
stupid to do it then.
Yeah. But yeah, what we were thinking was, in terms of the fact that obviously a lot of commemorative coins have not been circulated in recent times, and that's in the context that obviously we know there has been demand for certainly 50p's in circulation, or the potential to release 50p's in circulation, was to get some sort of letter together that anyone who wishes to, who watches the videos, could be a part of, and actually write that to sort of the Chancellor, the Treasury, and actually just put our point of view forward to say, well look, we're the coin collecting community, we find it disappointing that a lot of designs have not been circulated in recent years, but a load of Shield 50p's have, and basically just say we would like to see more commemoratives, if not every commemorative circulated, even if it's in smaller numbers. Like, it doesn't even have to be 10 million of each or whatever. It could be, as you say, like 5 million or 2.5, or even like 2 million or something of each one. I think would be really, really exciting for the numismatic community.
Yeah, because a bit of background to that, obviously the Chancellor of the Exchequer is also Master of the Royal Mint, and seems in the past to have some sort of say over what gets put in circulation, or at least saying to the Royal Mint, I want this to go into circulation. We saw that with the Brexit 50p, Diversity for Britain, the Pride 50p. So it seems to have some sort of a say, and I think what is almost going to, not so much is killing off the hobby, but I think it's a detrimental effect to coin collecting for these lovely commemorative coins not to see circulation. Because the amount of, I'm sure many of you watching started coin collecting because you found one interesting design, and obviously over time, with less and less designs get minted and put into circulation, that's less to find. So there's less. It potentially won't impact as many people to start picking up the hobby. But also something I see all the time: people moaning and groaning because they're not circulating all these coins. What's the difference between the Alan Turing 50p, which wasn't circulated, and the, I don't know, whatever tat some other marketing companies printed for the Sandwich Islands or wherever else it is. And I totally accept and agree with that. So the idea is if we put together some sort of template of a letter and as a combined effort send that into the Chancellor, whether it's physical post or by email. So it's just sort of reaching out to those of you watching to see, is that something you would participate in if we did the legwork and had that template document you could copy, paste and send in.
Yeah, no, of course. So yeah, what I might do then is the little draft that I have sort of got together, if I put that, maybe, how could I do that as a...
Well, I think we need to discuss that a little bit further with some other people as well before we put
an actual draft
the chisel to the stone. So I think the next time we do one of these, probably in a fortnight's time, we will have that letter all together. And I think what's important is that that things get sent in at the same time. Yeah. Because if they're coming in drips and drips and drips, it might not be noticed. Whereas if we can get a full whack of these, if we can get, I don't know, 100 people to send these letters and they all arrive in the same day or the same week, that's going to have much more of an impact than 100 people dropping a letter in coming in over the year. Yeah,
no, absolutely. So maybe if we leave it with this video then, just as sort of a what are your thoughts on it? Let us know in the comments.
And if there's anything specifically you think should go in this letter, we'd like to know.
No, of course, do let us know. Put a comment below, and then what we'll do is we'll have a discussion amongst us, and then as I said, in the future we will put out a draft, and sort of we can get some further feedback on it and kind of go from there. But as I said, I say that also in the context that there have been more 50p circulated in recent months as per what we used to actually in the last couple of years.
Oh, I totally agree.
I guess they are very momentous occasions that you almost would be unbelievably shocked if they didn't get circulated.
So things like the coronation, the memorial of the Queen Elizabeth II, they were huge events that obviously I think we were all anticipating going into circulation, but there's still lots of designs that haven't gone into circulation and may not go into circulation. So like Grosey said, even if they're coming in with a small mintage, but all you have to do is look at the Alphabet 10p, some of them have got very, very low mintages, but the fact is they are out there to be found.
And then a lot of them will be taken out of circulation anyway, so it won't impact on the amount of coins that are in circulation. But
it's beneficial to the government as well if they can write a check that knows that it's not going to be cashed. That's the whole idea of a lot of these countries were printing pages upon pages of stamps because they knew people would buy them and collect them and never use them postally. So there is a net benefit for them to do that, but also it's the grassroots of coin collecting I always keep banging on about, that the people just starting off picking coins out of circulation, they're the ones that go on to buy potentially brilliant uncirculated coins, silver coins, gold coins, the really high-end stuff, or people that then start looking back to older coins, milled coins, hammered coins. I think if we can help water the grass, then it will grow into a forest of coin collectors.
Absolutely, I completely agree. No, definitely. So what we'll do is we'll have a discussion about that, get something together. As I said, let us know what your thoughts are, if you've got any ideas of what you would include. And then
if you don't want to leave a comment, then you can contact Grosey directly. Where can they contact you directly, Grosey?
Well, either message me on Discord. My Discord link is in the description. Alternatively, my email address I'll put down below as well. So feel free to have a little look at that.
Well volunteered, Grosey.
That's absolutely fine. It'd be great to get something together. But that is. How long have we been going for? Maybe 12 minutes, 13 minutes. We could do an extra speedy 2p hunt because I've run out of things to talk about. Unless we've got anything else, Christopher.
If you're done, I'm done.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. In that case, let's have a look at what 2Ps I managed to find. Hopefully I managed to actually win and claw back at least some sort of respect from the defeats that I've
Your
suffered
second
on
win of the series.
Let's have a look at what I managed to find, and hopefully it's more than Christopher. Right, so that's everything. Let's have a look and see what we managed to find. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 2017 shields, which is rather unusual considering they're supposedly lower minted, but that is what it is. Also got this shiny sort of 2011, which I thought maybe could be good for my date run, but nothing of any interest. 2008 Ironside design, which I think is a lower minted one as well. I'm sure I accidentally didn't keep one as well. This shiny 2007 just looked a bit frosted on this side, which was pretty cool. And then what is probably the star find, even though it's probably not really worth anything, is this 1932 halfpenny, which is George the Fifth. Not bad at all. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, leave a like, all that good stuff down below. Go and check out Christopher's video as well, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.